What's going on, guys? It's your boy Troy here. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. In this video we're going to go through the gameplay of Animal Crossing New Horizons for the Nintendo Switch. The purpose of the video is mostly just to go through general tips and just advice I have for new Animal Crossing players out there. I haven't really played the newer Animal Crossing games, but I was a big fan of Animal Crossing on the GameCube, and I played that religiously when it first came out. And there's the man himself, Tom Nook. Tom Nook gets a bit of a bad rap, but then again, some of it's justified because basically, in the history of the games, you always owe him money. You always have to pay for work that he does that you don't even ask for. A lot of the times, just he says, "I'll do it," and he does it, and it's just like, "Oh, by the way, you owe me this amount," which is in the currency of Animal Crossing world, it's called bells. What's different about this game as well is not only is there bells, but there's also Nook Miles, where basically for any sort of side quest that you do, or even the main purpose quest, whether it's help establish the museum or help build the shop for Tom Nook, because basically when this game first starts off, you're on an island, you get a tent, all the other animals get a tent, and then Tom Nook gets a tent, and basically you have to help build up everyone's tents, and basically with Tom Nook you have to constantly either sell or buy stuff from him to get his business going. The load times in this game aren't too bad. Just be aware that sometimes if it's like a cutscene where, for instance, at the start of this video you had that cutscene of Tom Nook having an announcement, there might be like a 20 to 30 second loading time after that for you to start your game. But if you want a game that's like very similar to, I believe it's called whatever, Harvest or Farmville, those sort of games, or Stardew Valley, if you've played that, this game is very similar to that, where you just do normal life things, or at least if you actually had energy and motivation you would do it in real life. So stuff like fishing, stuff like catching bugs, you get money for them. Even you have a shovel in this game, where if you just dig a hole, and you'll see like sometimes there'll be like a fossil in the ground, or even pieces of furniture that you can put into your place. The most expensive things to get in this game is probably the fossils, so if you are not a fan of donating fossils to like the museum in this game, you can make money pretty quickly and pay off the debt pretty quickly through just selling your fossils back to Tom Nook and his sons Timmy and Tommy. So as you see, this is the setup of my house at the moment. I only just got the house yesterday. I've put in about 4 to 5 hours into the game so far. Yeah, it's going pretty well. In case you wonder why I'm so underclothed as well, basically the clothes I start off in the game, you get like a Hawaiian sort of shirt and some denim jeans and shoes. I sold them right away just to get money, so basically I stripped my character down to where he's just in his singlet and underwear, and then yeah, as you can see, I just bought an MVP shirt as well, so I'll be rocking that for a bit until I get over it, or maybe something else better comes along. But you can't get too much money for selling shirts and stuff. But the amounts of Blathers is called me Troy Perry, and then yeah, the Toy Museum. So you get to choose what you want to name your island. You get to pick out a name. So I regret picking Troy Perry now, because if I knew every sentence was going to be Troy Perry this, Troy Perry that, I would have definitely not done. I would have just put it down as Troy. And with the island, I couldn't really think of a cool name, so I decided to name it after home. So yeah, it's called Tweed in this game. And then Blathers is going through the donation process, and he'll also have a yarn about each particular piece that you end up donating if that's the route you go. So if you decide to do that, then yeah, be prepared for like 3 or 4 more speech bubbles of information about whatever you donate, whether it was a butterfly or a salmon fish or something like that. And right now I'm about to pick out a fossil for Blavis to assess. And then he'll tell me whether the museum has possession of that particular fossil already. If they don't, they give you the option to donate if you want. It's a Plazio tail, so obviously he'll give me the option to donate, which in this case I will do. It might get to dire straits later in this game when it might be harder to work out stuff and harder to get money, but right now, take it. Another cool, unique addition to this game compared to previous Animal Crossing games is that they've also established a do-it-yourself method. So basically, you can create your own tools, create your own furniture. All you gotta do is either pay for recipes through Nook Shopping, which is what Obs sells. This is also my passport. Obviously, I changed the comment there. Hashtag baller, hashtag shop caller. Also put down my my title as internet influencer. And this is the Nook Miles program. So you can get Nook Miles through just doing those side quests that I mentioned earlier. Yeah, and it could be any random thing, whether it's plant a tree or find a fossil or eat an apple. Like, there's very simple quests, but it'll keep you going in terms of getting those miles up and getting the currency that's required, and yeah, just to continue on in the game without getting too bored. I feel like with everything that's happening in real life, in the real world today, this is the sort of game that everyone thinks needed. Like, I know I was very looking forward to this months ago, but then over the last week before it came released out, I was hankering for it, and I know a lot of other people were just waiting for that day one release, and everyone got it basically. So I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up being the best-selling game of the year by the end of the year, unless maybe that Cyberpunk game by CJ Project Red ends up beating it. But yeah, it's gonna be tough to beat Animal Crossing, to be honest, because nothing else has really been hyped up. So, except for maybe Final Fantasy VII Remake, but that's only for PlayStation, so. So see now Tom was talking about building the shop, so this is where Timmy and Tommy will ask for your help to gather the materials required to build the shop. Of course he says it's a piece of cake because he expects me to do all the work. Ah, so now he's giving me storage, that's good. So now I can actually store some of the equipment that I obtained. Because with the equipment that you end up getting, you only get allotted like 20 slots, I think it is, to have stuff on you. So a lot of stuff, if you overflow, they'll then give you a warning message saying your pockets are full, do you want to swap someone out? And then a lot of the time you don't want to swap someone out, and you just have to leave it on the ground as is. I don't think they go missing or they go away, but it's just annoying to constantly have to drop something and go pick it up, whether it's a fossil or a clump of weeds or whatever you want to do in this game. Oh, he's got a surprise for me, okay. And that's where he talks about the Nook Miles ticket stuff, so. I believe with the Nook's Mile ticket you can go to any island, and if you get people's Nintendo Switch IDs, you're able to visit their islands if they allow you to, basically. Yep, definitely want to meet new characters and gather materials to do your self projects. I don't have to use it when I have more time to have a go at the game. And this is where you can access the ATM machine of Tom Nook, basically. Yeah, so each day you go on there, you're able to redeem points or make loan payments and deposits and withdrawals. As you can see, I've got 5,000 in my savings at the moment, but I'm going to basically put that towards paying off everything. So thank you for using this service. Alright guys, so I'll stop the video there. If you want any more Animal Crossing videos, feel free to leave a comment. Hope you like this video, and yeah, until the next one.